I recently recorded, mixed, and mastered a rock song in Tracktion Waveform, basically just using what's available in Tracktion Waveform free plus some free plugins. And I recorded the entire process from the initial idea stage to the setup to the recording, mixing, and finally the mastering. It is hours and hours long. This video is just going to be a quick overview of all of those steps. If you want the full thing, I'll be sure to link to that playlist down in the description. But right now, let's get started. First, I created a project and then I prepared it to use it as a roadmap for my song. So with that, I created all of the tracks that I planned on recording, and having an idea of all of the instruments and vocal tracks that you want in advance before you start recording is a big help to ensuring that you're going to finish every project that you start. And this roadmap that I'm creating always lets me know what needs to be created and what needs to be done, plus where I am in the song. And how I know where I am in the song is what I did next. I used the markers or the arranger track. If you're in Tracktion Waveform Pro, you can use the arranger track for this. And I used that to map out all of the sections. So my intro, my verses, my choruses, all the in-between parts, the bridge, and all of that fun stuff. I mapped it out using markers or the arranger track. And once that's all done, I could start adding my musical instruments. With a rock song, typically I like to start by adding the drums. Now, I'm not a drummer, so I added a virtual drum plugin and I went through each section adding the drum grooves that fit each part. The way I did that was with my bass guitar. I just sit with my bass guitar and I kind of play along to different drum grooves to hear what sounds good with the song. Once that was done, I went into recording the guitars. Now, typically I will record the bass guitar after the drums, but for this specific song, I really wanted to get the guitars down first, and then I could add the bass line after because the guitars are so prominent in this rock song. I also went in and added a virtual synth, and then I added some percussion instruments like shaker and a tambourine. And finally, I recorded all of my vocal tracks. So my lead vocals, my backing vocals, my doubled vocals, all of those tracks got recorded last. And this filled out all of the tracks that I had set up for this song. So next, I needed to do my static mix. So we set the levels and we just do the panning at this point. There's no adding of EQ or compression or anything like that at this point. You just kind of want to get the mix sounding as best as possible by only using pan and volume. First, I'll set up how all of my drums sound together. So I'll go through, start with the kick drum, and then I'll add the snare drum. How does that sound compared with the kick? And then I'll keep adding each drum so the drum kit itself sounds good together. And then once I have that, I'll add in the bass guitar and make sure that balances out with the drum kit. Then after that, the guitars and all of the other stuff gets added as we go. And then once you have that in place, you know all of the levels that kind of work together. So now you can go in and you can mix your drums, which is what I did next. I went through each drum and added compression, EQ, and whatever else was needed for each drum. Then I would go to my bass guitar. And for my bass guitar in rock songs, I typically like to split it in two. So I'll just make a copy of my bass. And then one bass track will be all of my ultra low stuff. And then the other bass track will be all of my mid-low stuff up to my highs. And with that second track, I like to add a little bit of dirtiness and character to that part of the bass. And by having the ultra lows still intact, it keeps a nice bassy foundation. So my low end doesn't get all smeared throughout the song. Then I'll go into my guitars. And for this song, I have 4 rhythm guitars and I just mix those all together. So I put them on a bus and then I just mix on the bus. Sometimes I'll go in and mix each individual guitar if that's needed. But for this track, I just needed to mix on the bus. Then I went into the virtual synth and added some plugins there and made sure everything blended nice that way. I mixed the vocals. So the lead vocals, doubled vocals, and backing vocals, mixed those so everything fit together nicely. Then finally, I did some finishing touches, which are things like fat verb and fat compression. These are parallel processing techniques I use with reverb and compression, and I use it for like all of the tracks. So you're parallel compressing your entire song pretty much. There's some things you leave out here and there. After that, I did what I call creative mixing, where you might add a little bit of delay at the end of a verse or a little bit of something here and there. That's just kind of like a creative technique that you can use in mixing, and that's what I did there. Then I did some automation to make sure the levels of my vocals were decent all over the place. Maybe I had to automate some guitar levels so things weren't too loud in certain sections or too low in certain sections. Finally, I added a little bit of Melodyne to my vocals. Melodyne is a tool that actually comes with Tracktion Waveform Pro, but if you don't have Waveform Pro, you can use your own Melodyne in Tracktion Waveform Free. It is a plugin that costs money, but it does come with a lot of other software, so chances are you might already have it. It's just a pitch correction and timing tool, which is kind of nice to have, and it's nice to show how to use it in Waveform here. Once all of that was done, my mix was final. So then I exported this mix, opened up a new edit within the same project edit folder in Tracktion, and in here, I did my mastering. And again, I used free plugins in here. So I mastered this song using free plugins in Tracktion Waveform. I just like to use very basic plugins. So you can see my free mastering chain here. And here's a sample of the completed rock song that I made in Tracktion Waveform.
When things were good, the drinks up twice a day, taking all the good people away. Where they were going, it was never clear. When you ask someone, they'd say anywhere but here.
Now, if you want to check out that full series where I go into the full details of all of the steps that I'm taking in Tracktion Waveform, you can check out the playlist on the screen right there. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.